Good evening. We are doing some training lessons, so I will have it for reference in the future or anybody else that would like to look at them. So we've just done the helm. We haven't done the captain yet because I've already had hours with it, but we will do it at the end of this uh, little series here. So we're going to do tactical next.
As the tactical officer, you are in charge of the ship's weapons, defenses, and scanners. In combat situations, you must coordinate with the rest of the bridge crew to protect the ship and deal with any threats to it. But you also have a crucial role in non-combat situations. It is the tactical officer's responsibility to scan nearby ships and other objects in the environment to reveal vital information about them.
Okay, we'll go with, we got shields over here on the right. We'll go with selecting targets first.
In order to scan anything or to fire on it, you must first target it. To select a target, simply select the appropriate icon on your map. Once you've selected a target, a display will show all currently known information about your selection. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
Okay. And here, enemy ship, and the shields, the hull, status, weapons, shields, engines, and that's all it wants to show you. And you can hit scan to scan it, and we'll go to that right now.
You will often need to scan a target to learn more about it, or to locate people or objects of interest in another vessel. Some objects are scanned with a simple general scanning action. This happens automatically when the object is targeted. More complex objects, like other ships, can be scanned for specific properties, such as the locations of any weak points in a ship's system. When an object has many features to scan, scanning them all at once is much slower than scanning a single specific system. Scanning is required before it's possible to transport people or cargo off of another vessel, or before being able to target weak spots of an enemy's ship systems. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
Here we go. Let's get some Klingons on here.
Select what systems you want to scan.
It's neutral
Scanning
ship.
a single system will always be faster than scanning multiple at once. Also, the closer the ship is to the target, the faster you can scan. Scan the ship's engines now to reveal their status, and any weak points which would allow you to damage the engines directly.
So just the engines I selected, and we'll scan it. And that is rather quick compared to what I've been doing. Awesome. Okay, we'll go to the shields.
As tactical officer, you have control over raising and lowering the ship's shields. When raised, the shields will charge up to maximum strength over time. They are your best defense against damage to the ship. When shields are lowered or down to 0 strength, any damage to the ship may cause serious harm to onboard systems, or even loss of life to your crew. When shields are raised, the chief engineer can direct power to them to increase their effectiveness. Raise the shields now.
Okay, switching shields on.
While power is channeled into the shield emitters before
countdown.
the shields come online. In a combat situation, remember that you need to raise shields before the enemy fires.
Yeah, and I have forgotten to do that. But the captain's chair has one button, and it's red, and that's a very handy button to hit for quick response. Okay, we'll go to torpedoes.
Photon torpedoes are a devastating weapon.
Yeah, I like them.
They can automatically track a moving target and deliver heavy damage on impact. However, before you can fire them, you must first give the order to arm them. Arm your torpedoes now.
Got to arm them.
Each
right
torpedo
here.
Tube takes time to load.
You got 30 of them.
Torpedoes for any mission is limited,
You can
so
see
use
it.
them wisely. Target the nearby ship and fire torpedoes at it.
You got to make sure they're armed first. So we'll hit the target. They're not armed yet. And where's my fire button? Okay, just hit the buttons. individual torpedoes fired. I love those things. Yes, those are my favorites, but they take time to arm. So that's the downfall with those. Now let's go on to phasers
Phasers are a versatile energy weapon.
over
They
here.
continually charge over time, and when fully charged, your phaser banks hold enough energy to fire multiple shots at your target.
Those are the
Phaser
quick
banks
ones.
automatically track your target, but only if it is within the indicated firing arc and within the current range of your weapons. The effective range and damage of your phasers is controlled by the amount of energy the chief engineer allocates to them. Target the nearby ship and fire phasers at it.
Let's hit the target there, and we've already scanned this, so let's hit the burst. Yes. And you can see it go down each time you push it. I don't quite like the sound as good on those as I do the photon torpedoes, but so are the breaks of the game, right? Targeting subsystems. Next.
Phasers can be used to precisely target weak spots of another vessel. To use this ability, you must first scan the desired subsystem of a target, such as its weapons or engines. Once scanned, you must then select that system. As long as a scanned system is selected, phasers will auto-target that system's weak points. To hit a subsystem, the target's shields must be down or inactive. Second, your ship must be correctly facing the targeted point. If the target's shields are raised, or you are attacking from the wrong angle, firing in subsystem targeting mode will do minimal damage. When dealing with other ships, targeting individual systems is a good way to disable them or neutralize a threat without outright destroying the ship. This may sometimes be necessary to accomplish your mission objectives. Target the nearby ship and scan its weapons systems.
Okay, targeting. And I'm going to uncheck the engines and uncheck the shields and scan weapons.
Now select the ship's weapon systems to lock on to their weak points. Your phasers are now in subsystem targeting mode. Fire them for a precision attack. Until the target's shields are down, you will not be able to hit the targeted system.
Oh, I don't think I've ever used that one yet. They're still at 100%, so can we fire a torpedo at that? Shields at 60%. I'm taking it down to 12%. 4%. 0. Hit the weapons.
Very good. You have damaged the targeted system.
Success. This station requires a little more brain power. So this wouldn't be a good one for me because my brain's just a little bit old. Let's go to the ship's signature.
Various systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels can detect the Aegis. The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors. As tactical officer, arming torpedoes, firing weapons, and activating shields will each make the ship detectable from greater distances. To reduce the ship's signature, disarm torpedoes and lower shields now.
Disarm the torpedoes, and what did he say? Disarm the torpedoes and lower the shields. Okay. And we're done with that one. So basically make yourself a sitting duck to lower your signature. Yes. System intrusion next.
The Aegis's prototype remote intrusion system can be used to send encoded signals and disrupt critical systems of other ships. Before it can be used, the tactical officer must scan the target. Once a scanned target is selected, an intrusion into its control systems is attempted via an automated routine. If successful, you may then choose to attempt any of the available disruption routines to temporarily cripple a specific system. Activate the remote intrusion system.
Now, I missed a lot of that. Oh, here we go. System intrusion over here.
Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
Okay. System intrusion. Targeting. Initializing scan. On all systems.
Select a scan target.
Intrusion target available. And
choose a disruption routine to inject into the target systems.
No. I want to disable the weapon targeting.
Very good. But once used, the remote intrusion system will be fully occupied and unable to disrupt another target or system for some time.
Looks like 20 seconds. Okay. Let's see when it counts down to 0 if I can do it again. We'll select it again. Intrusion target available. Disrupting shield frequency. Okay, it's got 15 seconds in between each action you can do. So we'll move on. And I don't know why we got that. But we'll move on to the transporter next.
Your ship is equipped with standard transporters for beaming objects or personnel aboard from other vessels or locations. Transporting first requires the tactical officer to scan the target vessel or location. If any mission-critical items or personnel to transport, the target will appear on the transporter interface. It will take time to acquire a lock-on before you can beam, and you must remain in range for the lock to succeed. The transporter cannot penetrate through your ship's own shields or those of another ship, so you must coordinate with tactical to make sure your shields are down when you need to transport. If you are attempting to beam something from a hostile vessel, your crew will first have to disable its shields. Activate the transporter interface.
Okay, transporter activating.
Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
Targeting and scanning.
Select the damaged ship from the list of targets.
Selecting the ship.
Lock on to the survivors aboard the ship to prepare for transport. To lock on, your ship must be in transport range and unshielded. The target's shield, if any, must also be down.
My shields have to be lowered, and their shields have to be lowered, and we'll lock on. It takes 20 seconds. We've got one lock, 2 locks out of 6, 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6. We're locked.
You have transporter lock on the survivors. Give the order to energize.
Beam me aboard, Scotty.
The survivors are now safely aboard the Aegis, but you can only transport 6 at a time. Anytime there are more than 6 targets to transport from a single vessel, you will need to perform multiple transport cycles.
Rinse and repeat. Okay, gotcha. Let's go to... Okay, we'll do the help overlay, and we got, whoops, wrong button again. The X button gets you the help overlay, which is select the transport target, Lock on to prepare, transport, energize once locked. Select systems to scan and target. Once scanned, systems can be targeted. Scanning multiple systems is slower. Phaser firing and charge level. Arm, disarm the torpedoes, the switch. Fire torpedoes are these two icons. Torpedoes remaining. The map zoom level. Engineering controls, phaser range, which is showing this inner range right here, this 180 arc. Target selection and scan range is the outer circle. See them moving as the circles move. Raise and lower shields. Okay. We're done with tactical. We're going to break live stream and we will do engineering next.